What is going on? My name is Mike and this is all about pressure washing, and we're out here today washing an apartment complex. I just got a call from the property manager that the landscape company cut the main water line, so none of the property has any water now. So Mac is just about to pack up and leave, and I know he's not going to complain about it because it's been about 97 degrees all day, so I'm sure he's ready to check out. Julian's already headed out, but today we're going to talk about when you need to raise your prices. Now, this video is not about how to wash apartments, how to land these types of jobs, or to quote, or how to price various jobs. This is just talking about pricing in general and specifically raising your prices. Now, typically you should raise your prices anywhere between 5 and 10% every year or so. And I know that sounds like a lot, and it can be, but it's something that you absolutely need to do. Now, there are tons of things that you need to take into consideration, like who your target customers are, what are your expenses, what's your investment back into your business look like, whether it's equipment, education, things like that. What's the demand for your service in your market? How far are you scheduled out in advance? Because that has an impact on pricing. If you're booked out more than 3 weeks, you need to increase your prices. So like I said, if you're watching this, you care about your business. You're looking for ways to improve it. And one of those ways is with your marketing. If you want to generate more lead flow for your business, check out my 6-figure marketing framework. This will truly help you learn how to effectively get more customers for your pressure washing business, or really any service business. We go through every aspect from boots on the ground to a much more in-depth look at your GMB, your SEO, your ad spend, and how to maximize that. This is the most in-depth marketing course for the industry, and I'm also giving you Aaron Parker's How to Rank Your GMB in 30 Days for free. I'm also so confident that this course is going to help you and your business grow that I'm giving you a 100% money back guarantee. If you don't make at least what you spend on this course after implementing the strategies that I teach, I'll give you your money back, no questions asked. And also understand that there are no magic bullets. You have to put in the work. You have to implement the strategies. So if you need help getting more customers, check out the framework. It's less than the cost of a house wash, so it's really a no-brainer. I've also got a special price on it right now, $150 off, so use promo code 50FREE at checkout if you want to take advantage of that. So the marketing's going to get the lead flow coming in, but you want to make sure that you make as much money as possible from every customer. So let's talk about a few different scenarios to raise prices. So if your close rate is really high, that means your price too low and you need to raise your prices. So if you're talking to a customer and you give them a price and they repeat that back to you as well as a scope of work, they're telling you that you're too cheap. They're actually doing you a favor because they're trying to clarify that the price that you gave them seems so low for all the work that you quoted. That means it's time to raise your price. And if somebody does happen to question you and they repeat back the scope of work, think quick and reply accordingly. So I want you to next think about the last time you turned on the TV or you were listening to the radio. Pretty much all you heard about was inflation. And inflation is a very real thing, and it's something that you need to be very aware of and cognizant about because it directly impacts your business. And if you haven't increased your prices within the past 2 months, you're wrong and you're losing money. Gas prices are up, equipment prices are up, labor costs are up, the price on everything is up, and so should your prices. You need to keep up with inflation. It's not your responsibility to take the hit. Pass it along like everyone else does. So get your prices up. Now, the beautiful thing about the pressure washing industry as far as the residential market goes is you typically don't have contracts. Yes, on the commercial side you do, and you might have some contracts, and hopefully you quoted and negotiated intelligently when they were put in place with the thought that at some point you may have increases in your costs, and you should always quote to cover those unexpected costs. But with residential, and that's what we're talking about here primarily today, you don't have to give a month's notice. You can just quote each job as it comes in. And yeah, there's going to be a handful of customers that don't like your price. They may want to negotiate, or they're going to choose to go with a different provider altogether, and that's fine. We can't be everything to everybody, so focus on the accounts that you want to focus on. Focus on your target demographic, your ideal customer, and go after them with tenacity. And don't give in on your prices either, because they're based on real things, not arbitrary numbers that you pull out of the air. So you have to know and understand your cost, because when you know your cost, you can make smart decisions on how to price for the most profits for your business. And yeah, the thought of raising prices can be somewhat intimidating, especially if you're new to the business, but I encourage you to increase your prices with confidence. Stand behind why you deserve to charge more. And if one of your customers questions why you're raising your prices, or maybe why you're higher than you were last year, don't get nervous, don't start making excuses, and please don't apologize. Say, yeah, with the cost of inflation, we've had to increase our prices. If we don't, we might not be around next time you call, and I want to continue to provide you with the absolute best experience, the best service, the best end result, and that isn't always cheap. So don't be afraid to talk about why you're having to increase your costs, right? Like we said, fuel, chemical, labor, equipment, all that stuff, they're all up, and customers appreciate the transparency, and it's not like they haven't heard it before. Like I said before, every time you turn around, someone's talking about inflation, so now is as good a time as ever to get your prices up. Another thing that I'll say is please don't get into pricing wars with your competition. It doesn't matter what they're charging. They have a different business model. They have a different overhead than you do. Let them do them and you do you. I assure you, trying to get into a pricing war with the competition will never end well. It's typically a fight to the bottom, and that's not where any of us want to be. So the last thing that I'm going to end with is building room for discounts, especially when you're raising prices. Now, these don't have to be real discounts. If you know your costs and you know exactly where you need to be and what you need to quote, and add in the padding so there is room to negotiate should you need to. So that's it. Get out there, raise your prices, and do it in a way that makes the most sense for your business and your bottom line. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it. Check out my 6-figure framework if you want to get more customers, and I hope you have a great day.